Hello, I'm doing a requested reading for like you wanted a separate reading on what's the energy around now that's TV by itself outside of Zeus Network. So I pulled some cards. I also looked at their chart too. But so this is gonna be like right now, still July, towards the end of this year, what I'm seeing. Now, overall energy I'm gaining from the cards I got was exposure, like them trying to rebrand or the pressure for them to rebrand, like fix their image, legal and contract shifts, and like new stars rising or like new people becoming popular with the network. And also I looked at some of the transits too. I see eclipses in Libra and Aries for them October of this year. So with eclipses, they're gonna get hit hard with like their public relationship drama. It's gonna hit hard. Like I'm seeing issues around contracts, partnerships, or alliances, or even with cast, producers, sponsors may crack or end. I'm also seeing legal issues or shady deals that could come into the light. And then the first solar eclipse is in Libra October 2nd. The second lunar eclipse, the second portion of that eclipse will be in Aries October 17th. So October looks really interesting for them. With the lunar eclipse in Aries October 17th, I'm getting a lot of major ego battles, fights over creative control, or they could be like whoever is like a main figure with Now That's TV. Like whoever has like a bold personality could exit or be exposed. I don't know who that could be because I saw someone like a heavy hitter. Now there's the potential to cut ties with some sort of big figure connected to now that's TV to save their brand image. Now we're still in Saturn and Pisces, so this is still ongoing. So I'm getting behind the scenes structures crumbling or a need for it to be rebuilt. Also see confusion around authority, like who's really in charge at Now That's TV. Like I'm wondering. I'm also seeing like leaks, like people or certain people being exposed, secrets or editing manipulation may backfire too. Then Jupiter in Gemini, well, we're currently in Jupiter in Cancer, but there's residue of Jupiter in Gemini. So with that talks about expanding media, gossip, and talk. So I would say like expect a viral moment or some sort of scandal that could turn into a hit. I also would say like whoever's the younger cast members, they may like the more younger, crazy, chaotic cast members may take over the spotlight. Like, yeah, I know that was random. Then Pluto will be back in Capricorn through November, right? So this gives me some sort of legacy media karma for them. So if they have unresolved issues, I'm gonna say from previous years, like cast lawsuits, unpaid talent, or brand damage or issues, they will resurface. Like it's gonna spin a block. Then December, with Mars in Leo, December 7th to January 2026, I still keep getting issues or conflicts because of people with big egos. Oh, ego-driven conflicts. I'm also getting like public meltdowns or like some sort of bold branding moves. And reality stars throwing digital hands. So it's something around that, but it would be strategic for them to get more ratings. But if it's mishandled, it could also backfire into lawsuits or cancellation threats. So I don't really know. I've never watched any of their shows, but I'm getting reality stars throwing digital hands. So I don't know what that means. Fighting online? I don't know what it means. Now, more so into the tarot. I got the Tower, the Devil, the Star, the Knight of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So for me, the Tower and the Devil is like some sort of past addictions or negativity when it comes to toxic content or wanting to be famous at any cost. It's going to collapse for them. There could be, I keep getting like a major scandal or cast betrayal that'll shake the foundation. Knight of Swords, Knights are young or like young people, typically masculine energy, early 20s. Knights are also slow moving energies or people. So someone's mouth or like someone could go like on Instagram live or something or live screen could cause a lot of chaos for them. and it's because of what they're going to be saying. So I would say, like, it's giving someone could go viral, like a viral rant, a lawsuit, leak, or some sort of accusation. Five of Pentacles is a lack mindset, being out in the cold. It also could be a financial fallout or loss of support. So some shows may get cut, or there's like a budget tightening, or there's a need to tighten their budget. Now the star, this is like for me the spotlight, a wish come true, healing, you getting your wish come true. So I'm gonna say there's hope isn't lost for the network. It's after whatever's about to happen with this chaos. It will lead more so to a rebrand, or like a new NowThatsTV star, or a period where they could redeem themselves, could emerge after all these issues that they're gonna have. Now, someone from the network could really become really popular outside of the show. And the Queen of Wands, whoever this woman is going to get a lot of attention. Queen of Wands is a Libra. I'm a Libra. Why I want to say Libra? Maybe this person has Libra in their chart. Queen of Wands is a fire sign: Aries, Leo, Sag. Even sometimes a Pisces. The Queen of Wands is someone that gets a lot of attention. Bold, got a good confidence, possibly even having a cat, or just is very, very popping. So this could be like maybe someone that's returning, that's the OG of the show, or a new producer, or a fan favorite cast member, could rise to power and fame, and they will be leading the charge in 2026. So I don't know who that could possibly be, but the spirit keeps highlighting a feminine energy that's going to be big. So I'm seeing a lot of tower moments and viral resurrections, major scandal, possibly collapse of contract around the October eclipse. So I would say expect a shakeup, or like a power struggle that's going to go public, or some meltdown. And there's a feminine energy that's going to reclaim power as the network faces its shadow and rebirth through the drama. So you have to let me know how that plays out, who this woman is. Could be this, could be a fall or a comeback. It could go either way, or like a comeback after you fall. After like something collapses, you can still make a comeback from. So then I wanted to be nosy and see what 2026 looks like, astrology wise. I'm gonna see after the collapse after collapse this year, January, March is gonna be where they try to clean up and rebuild. That's when it's gonna happen. There's a Mars retrograde in Cancer that ends February 23rd. So whatever's hidden, the tension from late this year is gonna boil over, at least emotionally. So family issues, like crew, people walking out, or editing room drama resurfacing in like messy ass ways. Excuse my French. Pluto entering Aquarius full time, that's going to be late January. So that's like a tech or media revolution. And that could also be influenced by Gemini being in Uranus, which is like disruption and technology. Plus Aquarius is like truth bearer and technology too, and AI. So they can either upgrade their platform or branding, or start to look outdated. So they could be forced to like really confront how they exploit content versus empower their cast, which I just did Lemmy's reading, and he had some of that same energy too. So with these shows and the people a part of these shows, 2026 is like, you gotta keep up with the current times, and some people are getting tired of. And this is even like the Crenshaw Rock situation. People are getting tired of her. Certain people want to see different stuff. We're tired of certain content that's just exploiting-ish. It's like certain people would rather see you do something empowering or empower your cast. So with them, they're in the same energy as Zeus Network. They're going to be in the same boat. I'll say that. So either they're going to update their ish, or rebrand, do something. So they're going to be forced to confront how they exploit content versus empower their cast. Like, what do you do more of? Now, April to July, I see public image battles and viral peaks. With the eclipse in Pisces, March 29, solar, and Libra, September 17, the lunar. That's going to bring, and Lemmy got that too. That's gonna bring some sort of it feels like a collective energy of like spiritually waking up or delusion. So they could get dragged, like literally dragged between April and July of next year for promoting toxic is. What do they be having going on over there? And then the Libra eclipse is going to trigger more legal publicity blowback over like cast agreements, copyright issues, or fake storylines. Same thing like Zeus. And then June, Jupiter squares their Saturn. So whatever they was trying to grow could get blocked. Like sponsorships could hesitate or get pulled. Some shows could get put on hold. Reality TV is changing in 2026. Now, what I will say, they have a silver lining. There's an opportunity for a long-term strategy if they stop chasing chaos for clicks. So, like, I feel like Lemmy and Zeus Network is going to try to rebrand. They should definitely try to do that too. Then in July, there's the Saturn conjunct Neptune in Pisces. So this is the energy of illusions collapsing. So they could get exposed for like some fake fight, stage content, or something they're doing with exploit, like their tactics. Something they're doing, it feels like they're gonna get exposed, especially in July. It's gonna hit its peak. So they're gonna have to definitely rebrand or get left behind as like new platforms arise to the occasion. If they don't get on the bandwagon, they're gonna get left in dust. Now August to December, who is this woman? There's something around somebody coming back or final fall. With Jupiter in Cancer, that starts what it already started, but it ends in June of next year. So this is all about new beginnings, especially in like when it comes to them homegrown stars whose real nostalgia of the past, deeper emotional content. Cancer, water sign energy. So they could also, like Zeus Network, possibly for them, I feel like it's going to be a real life healing series or docudrama, or recruit someone that's already viral but is an underdog. So I don't know who that could be. Then the Venus retrograde in Leo, September to November. I see it's something about somebody returning. An old cast member or somebody making a comeback or stir up some new beef. So that actually could be good for ratings or a lawsuit if the return is like shady. It's like if it's a return that's with some bad energy, that could be a lawsuit. Then Mars and Scorpio, October to December is like deep power plays, possibly betrayal. I also get a more scandal energy could hit around production, finances, or like maybe high stakes relationship blows up in air. They got really similar energy to Zeus Network. Maybe it's a reality TV theme in 2026. So I pulled more cards just for, and I know, I'm sorry you didn't ask for that, but I pulled more cards for the 2026 energy because I got a little bit intrigued and nosy. I got Death, the Three of Cups, Justice, the Ten of Wands, Six of Swords, and the King of Pentacles, which is interesting because Lemmy, when I pulled again for him, what is he going to surpass his legacy past 2026? He showed up as the King of Pentacles too. So I'm wondering, is there a connection there? So the Death and Six of Swords for me, Death, he got the Death too, which is endings, transformation. I hope it's not a physical death. So I'm going to talk about it from the other aspect. Transition, doors closing. Plus Six of Swords is like moving towards calmer water. So I keep getting they need to let go of their old identity. So if they try to cling to whatever they were doing in the earliest years, they're going to sink. They're going to sink. Now the Three of Cups, this is like third party energy, celebrating, having fun, and drama, which is that's what they're known for. But it could be something around too much partying and not enough structure. Justice for me is legal, or at the very least something karmic. Someone may sue, or the public calls for accountability, something to be needed to be balanced and fair. Then Ten of Wands is like something being over, you having too much on their plate, or something, or someone being overextended, too many shows, too many conflicts, it's too much of something. And then the King of Pentacles could be an actual person, or the need for them to have restructure and bring in a smart business-minded leader. And this person will be possibly a male producer or exec. And that's where I'm wondering, is that Lemmy? Could that possibly be Lemmy? Could they turn his brand into a profitable media empire? Because I did see in Lemmy's reading in the tarot that, and even with the astro, that he is gonna eventually try to branch off from Zeus' network. So is he gonna? It's interesting that they have similar energies. So whoever this person is or this energy, they could turn this brand into a really profitable media empire. So 2025 looks crazy, but 2026 they're gonna need to like man up, get mature, or is it gonna be a rebirth, or they're gonna get canceled. Saturn is gonna force them to have a karmic correction, and I keep getting energy around scandals that's gonna force them to have to rebrand. But whoever this King of Pentacles is, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or someone that embodies that energy, is gonna try to force them or help them to play smart, or this messy empire could like really, either they're gonna have to play it smart or they're gonna get canceled. Like, play it smart and y'all can still get this bag with y'all messiness. Now, someone returns, which I keep getting something, or someone returning, something dies, something better could arise. They all evolve. I got death for Lemmy, Zeus, and this reading so far. So I hope it's not like a physical death, but I do have to highlight that that could be that too. So that is what I have. Bye. I had to come back and pull from this deck because I didn't pull from this one. I pulled from just the traditional tarot energy around NowThatsTV. I don't know why I'm hearing Blues Clues. I don't know if someone has a name similar to that, or like there's something around a dog. Energy around NowThatsTV. What's next for now? What is it? We don't know. NowThatsTV. Thank you. Halloween is still being highlighted. October is going to be interesting, especially next year too. When's October 30th? Yeah, this talks about memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects, and being rejected or blocked or cut off, and need to dust off something. Dust off your fingerprints. Haunted, rejected, cut off, blocked, dust it off. Yeah, it's something going to resurface from the past, and it could be linked towards a masculine energy. Isn't this that show with Tilo, that Tilo guy? Like something from the past could really come back to hunt somebody, something that somebody tried to get rid of or to shake back from. I just get that it still can come back to hunt them. Get rejected for something, cut off, or blocked. Like something that happened, memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects. So that's what I have. That was pretty much what I've been saying. Thought I would get different energy, but that's what I have. Bye.